1051.
Now, when you went to Jamaica and you did the documentary that's also called Reincarnated to go along with the album, where people, I know there were some people in Jamaica that felt a little unsure about the reasons that you did that. They felt like, is this a marketing ploy?
You gotta know what's happening. A lot of people come to Jamaica and steal their culture, run off and make money off of them. So I get that. And then Jamaica's a very poor country. There's not a lot of opportunity. So I get that. And then the musicians, they treasure and they respect what they have, and that's theirs. That's their reggae music. So what I did differently to prove to them and to show them that I was not that guy, I brought a program out there called Mind Gardens, which is a program that teaches them how to grow produce and grow fruits and vegetables in their own communities from the bottom to the top, where they'll be able to eat these produce and also sell these produce, export, import, building their minds, bodies, and soul. That's what I brought with John Paul Mitchell to Jamaica, to show them that I wasn't that guy that's just gonna come here and steal some reggae music and red, yellow, and green and run off and make 100 million and forget about. No, I'm building something that y'all gonna grow, that's for y'all, by y'all, from me. Hello.
Have you had conversations with other OGs like Dr. Dre? Has Dre called you up? Okay, what's up with the Snoop Lion thing?
I mean, they all respect my move, man, because I mean, I built this, man. You know what I'm saying? 20-something years on that hip-hop tip doing what I do. I got the right to step out.
Absolutely.
And do what I do. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been a very respectful young man and been a very good, peaceful, positive movement for hip-hop. I've been taking hip-hop to the next level. I've been actually the face of hip-hop for the past 5 or 10 years, if you really want to be real globally, representing it like it's supposed to be represented. So when people speak on hip-hop, they can never speak negative, because they had someone like myself who was representing it to the fullest for everybody. And I mean, from the little rappers to the big ones, to the east, the south, the west, everywhere. I always show love and represent it the way I know how. So when I decide to leave it alone for a minute, they thankful that I'm able to step out and do this, because it gives them room to breathe and do what they do.
You think hip-hop will ever allow its artists to grow outside of the box? Because it seems like whenever, you know, Wayne wants to go do rock or you want to do reggae, they be like, oh, that ain't hip-hop. Like, why can't you just help the genre grow?
It works. Look at CeeLo Green.
Absolutely.
He popping. He stepped out of the Goody Mob, went on the TV show. He got a little review he doing in Vegas. He getting money. He popping off. You know, it works, man. It's just a matter of, you got to understand, it's going to be 3 or 4 negative people who going to always feel like we not staying true to hip-hop. But we are, because hip-hop wasn't made to stay in one lane. Because if it was, it would have just stayed in the Bronx.
Absolutely.
It grew from that to this to that to Queens to there to here. And then when it got to California, it went to the South and went here. And believe it or not, it's overseas, partner. So you have no control over what hip-hop is. You know, when I went to Europe and I was hearing they rapping, but they rapping in like their language and they doing it a different way. And then I went to London and I'm hearing the dubstep. I'm like, wow, this is different. Then I come back to America, now everybody doing dubstep. So y'all stealing they whoop-wop, but it ain't stealing, because it was all born and bred from hip-hop.
Do you plan to spend a lot more time in Jamaica now?
I think I have to. I think I have to go out there and make sure that this process moves along properly. And I also have some work to do with Barrington Levy. That was one of my partners from way back in the days, and I didn't get a chance to work with him on this record. But I got to go back out there on the second record to get with him, because he going to give me that that I was missing on this one.
Do you eat the food? You eat the jerk chicken?
Jerk chicken!
It's the best part.
Curry goat and all that? You eat all that?
Man, I had a plate full of goat and curry and all that. Man, I was getting busy, man.
Yeah.
Do you feel like when you go there that you can go places, like, can you go places by yourself and just go out to parties, or do you feel like you got to have people with you?
Jamaica is different.
It is very different.
Yeah, very different, especially the places you're going.
Yeah, it's different. It's hood, but I mean, I'm a hood. So, I mean, I blend in and mix and match everywhere
Snoop,
I go.
you do not blend in.
You don't blend in.
Cut it out.
Yeah, you're 6 foot.
You cannot blend in.
You don't blend in.
I know how to get in the corner and post up and just make the fire alarm go off, and they know I'm right there. I know how to do that.
What about your diet? Have you changed your diet now that you're Snoop Lion?
You can't tell what I look like to you, baby. Talk to me.
You've always kind of looked...
You look the same since 92, Snoop.
No, because I remember...
But listen to what you said. Now, I can show you some rappers that didn't change since 92.
No, but I remember watching your reality show and watching you eat. And
my wife didn't want me eating chicken and all that.
It was a big deal. So what is it like now?
I'm more fruit, vegetable, water. You see me on Instagram with them little Puff Daddy waters.
But you didn't give it that fried chicken, right? Okay, all right, just
said,
checking. Make sure I
If
can't give
you
up
don't
fried
quit
chicken.
Not if you're in Jamaica. Number fish and chicken
If
out
you
there.
don't get out of here, quit it. Fried chicken. We was looking for Popeyes last night. They said they closed at 10 o'clock. I'm so happy. Like, how they gonna close? They ain't right out here in New York. How they gonna close Popeyes at 10 o'clock?
Snoop, you probably never been fat in your life, man.
Right.
No, he definitely hasn't.
I was a fat baby.
That's about it.
He's like, I'm never going back to that.
Now, what about hip hop as far as West Coast hip hop? How are you enjoying that from Kendrick to
You know what? I'm so proud of my young homies right now. They getting busy. They actually, for a minute, the South was running the game, right? You know, which we all could sit back and say, wow, they really running the game. Now, I'm going to have to say my guys from the West Coast is running the game with no help from Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg.
And that's what we was. You know what? That's what we had somebody from Vibe magazine here.
We was arguing about Kendrick just
arguing
now.
about
Who do we
Kendrick.
contribute Kendrick's success to? Dr.
To
Dre.
Kendrick Lamar.
And that's what we said. Kendrick Lamar.
Because when Dr. Dre discovered Kendrick Lamar, he was already dope. He was already polished. Dr. Dre knows how to make a rock a diamond. And to me, he didn't have to do what he did with me and Eminem and all the other guys with Kendrick. He just had to with Kendrick. With us, he had to and all of that, you know what I'm saying, to make the rock shine. With Kendrick, he just had to blow the dust off of him and let him go because he already knew what he wanted. He had his team in place. He had direction. He's a seed. Kendrick is a seed. He's a product of Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, NWA, the West Coast. His age, his genre, he comes up listening to us. That's what he's a product of.
He gets busy too.
But he didn't add the gangster.
Right.
He took that out
Right.
and made it more universal and lovable and likable. And he's very lyrical. So it's like, I praise him. I mean, he's the choice of the new generation. I know when he became, it was a night he did a show in Hollywood. No. It was before that. It was at the Ford Theater in Hollywood. Me and Dr. Dre was there together. He was young in the game. It was rocking, and the whole crowd was singing all his songs. Then he brought out YG. Then he brought out The Game. Then he brought out from New York. Then he popping all this. I told Dr. Dre, I said, I got to go down there on the stage. Cause I walked down there on the stage. He seen me. His DJ played one of my records. This how short played one of my records. I come out, whoop-de-whoop, boom, stop, talk to him, and I tell him in front of the whole crowd, I'm passing you the throne. I'm passing you the, what's that word?
torch.
The baton.
I'm passing you the torch right now. Matter of fact, you just took the torch. And when I did that to him, he teared. Put his head down, he couldn't even say nothing. He was like, then he went right back into show mode and it up. I'm like, oh my God, he's the one.
Yeah.
This before his record was out.
Right.
As a former gangster rapper, do you miss gangster rap? Because most of the young artists now aren't gangster rappers at all. But they're being real because they're being themselves, but it's just not on the gangster tip.
Yeah, I miss the music, but I don't miss
The lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't miss all of that confusion because boy, when you got everybody trying to be a gangster, that's a problem. Because, you know, everybody's showing out, everybody trying to impress. And that's what I think was like our downfall in the 90s is that we had too many homies that were trying to be impressionable on the artist, which caused the artist not to really get what he was supposed to get. And now you got the youngsters nowadays reaping all of those benefits because they alleviate that by being fun, by wearing the different colored pants and styles of pants.
I never understood it, Snoop, because you used to travel 40 deep. And I was like, how could you possibly book Snoop? Because you got to pay for 40 plane tickets or private
and they
jet.
was doing it. They was writing the check because I had a hell of a show.
Do you ever sit around and smoke like we sit around and smoke and talk with your homies about what the game would be like if Tupac was still here or Biggie or Eazy-E?
You know what? I had that discussion 2 or 3 times, and I always come to the conclusion that a lot of artists wouldn't be as big as they are if they were here. And that was with no disrespect. It's just certain lanes opened up for artists when they were gone. When they were here, we can do a bar check. Who was on the bar when they was here? I definitely was over the bar.
Right.
Because when Pac came to Death Row, if you recall, I was the man. I stepped back and allowed him to shine with our team and told Suge bring him to us because he deserves to be with us because he's my homie. When Biggie was alive, if you listen to his last record, he said, I'm dreaming of something, Lear Jackson Coupes and trying to sell records
like Snoop.
Like who? He said, like who?
And then he said,
Snoop.
oops, because he
And
wasn't
then
supposed to be
he
thinking
said,
that.
oops, because what?
Yeah, the
Damn,
beefing.
I forgot.
We supposed to be beef.
I need to keep this in the closet.
Yeah.
But I got so much love. I got so much love for him, despite he with them who want to knock me down. I'm still going to cut through the ice and shoot him a shot. But see, you don't think about all of that until you talk about all of that. That's why I say on the bar, a lot of rappers wouldn't be where they are. I can't say their name because I love them all. But certain rappers that had big years and big albums, when he was gone, that wouldn't have been there. When he was gone, that wouldn't have been there because he would have been, that would have been his lane, that would have been his lane.
Right.
And you wasn't stepping on Biggie or Tupac lane. The lane Biggie had, nobody was in his lane. Big, black, fly, saucy, lyrical, stage presence, no. You're not on that by far. The lane Pac had, movie star, swag, east, west, everything, intelligence, thought out rhymes. Oh, nah. Wasn't nobody finna have that.
Right.
That was they two worlds. So it's like, to me, the game had to take them away to let everybody else breathe. Or the game would have been based on three figures, just us three. That's what I think. It would just been us three doing what we do.
You might have needed Snoop Lion back then. You probably could have calmed all that down.
I wanted to. Believe it or not, I wanted to. I went to go visit Suge Knight in jail, and they wouldn't let me visit him. They shut it down. But I was going to tell him, look, Suge, let me go. Shake hands with Puffy and Biggie, because them has always been my friends and our friends. I don't know why we tripping. Them used to be our friends.
Right.
All of us. So let me go shake their hands in public and end this. But I didn't never get a chance to do that. And then that's when their energy turned against me because they felt like I was siding with the enemy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But after the fact, me and Puffy went on the Steve Harvey show, and we shook hands and showed everybody that it was all love because, you know, we had lost our two dear friends. And me and Puffy was like, you know what, we're not going to let nothing come between us. And we became friends, and we bonded, and we went all over the world, and we became close friends. And that really bridged a lot of the nonsense, too, to see me and Puffy come together because we were both from those immediate camps.
Right.
And we were immediate people. And for us to say, you know what, we need to make a change and do this, that really made everybody else say, wow, I could finally come to the party and breathe and not have to have a gun and all. It's stressful, man, to be in a party looking around and not being able to have fun, man.
Right.
Did you ever want to make a spiritual transformation back then? 'Cause, I mean, you're embracing the spiritual transformation now, but back then you had the murder case.
I wanted to. I really wanted to, man, but it was so hard to lead a game.
Right.
And I was so 1 foot in. I ain't got no feet in now, so it's easy to break away. I had 1 foot deep in the game because I still had my homies with me. I still was halfway gangbanging. I still was bringing my neighborhood to things, so it's like they get mad. Then I get mad, and before you know it, I got a lawsuit.
Right. Right. Now, what about movies? Back in the movies, any movies you got lined up?
Yeah, I got me and Wiz Khalifa going back in on High School too.
High School too? Okay.
Yeah, we going back in. I had so much fun working with Wiz, man. Congratulations on this new baby. And
Bash.
man, that's my nephew, man. Wiz is a fun guy to work with, you know.
He's a cool dude.
I think that really might be your son on the low. I think that if we go to Pittsburgh, because you are a Steelers fan, if we go to Pittsburgh, I really think you might see pictures of Snoop and Wiz mama crib.
Oh,
like,
stop it, stop it.
Y'all act a lot alike, man.
Absolutely.
And you know what? My oldest son is the one who put me up on Wiz, right? Because I had never heard him when I first got up on him. And my oldest son was like, Pops, Wiz Khalifa, Wiz Khalifa. I'm like, man, let me listen to him. I listened to him. I'm like, man, he fly. So when I met him, I'm like, can I get you to do a song with me? So he did a song with me. I did a song with him. Then we just hung out. And when we hung out, I swear to God, he reminded me of me like 15 years ago. And he was just
happy.
that love,
Go lucky,
happy,
love, yep.
smoke.
Nothing gets him mad.
Nothing make him mad. I'm just like, oh, man. So we went in and wrote a movie, put the movie out. The movie did awesome. I mean, around the whole globe to where the movie people giving us money for the part 2 right now. So we going back in to do a record and a movie. You know, Young, Wild, and Free was on there as well.
That was our theme song.
That was
for
our
a
theme
minute.
song
That was
we
our
got
theme
on there.
song of
That
it.
was?
Classic.
What?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That was our theme song.
I mean, that just was a beautiful collaboration, man. And that to me was a great move because that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get with Wiz and sit him down and make him a movie star and tell him, look, man, we could take your career to a whole nother level. Just believe in me. And he believed in me. And ever since then, he been running wild. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah.
big endorsements. He doing his thing. I mean, he's a rock star now.
What you do for 420?
I had a party, a mansion party.
Oh, and it didn't work out.
No. What happened was the police shut it down until I got there, right? Because we didn't want so much nonsense. So when I got there, we pulled the police to the side, patted his pockets, gave him a few things, and the party continued.
Allegedly.
Oh,
We'll
but
say
I thought
allegedly,
they said
Snoop.
that they shut it down because the neighbors were complaining. There was no permit.
Listen, they shut the party down until I got there. I got there like 1 o'clock, and when I got there, it still was like 300-400 people there. So instead of the sheriff shutting it all the way down, we just had a nice conversation with him and told him, look, man, it's a holiday. We're going to be out of here. Man, come on, man. We'll be out of here in
It's an official holiday.
Yeah, and he let it go down.
Dope. Well, we appreciate you stopping through, Snoop Dogg.
Absolutely.
Or Snoop Lion.
Snoop
Yeah,
Lion.
man,
The album Reincarnated is in stores right now. And this morning, we usually play like workout music on a Wednesday. But today
Y'all
we're
do?
going to do a Snoop mix.
I got a workout song on there.
Which one?
It's called Get Away.
Get Away?
Mm-hmm.
It's like you running from the police. That's not a way. That is a workout.
Yeah, when
in
your
some
ass is
cases.
running.
No, but I will say this about the album: it's very chill, very laid back, good to listen to in the car, good to listen to at home if you smoke.
Okay.
So you playing an hour of Snoop right now?
Hour of Snoop this
Okay.
morning, 9 o'clock. Let me know your favorite Snoop records at
you
DJ
crazy.
Envy. Whatever you want to hear from Snoop, old, new, whatever, we'll get on. It's the Breakfast Club on Power 105.1. Snoop Lion.
Bless up.